everybody? Welcome back to Bells and Bells podcast. He's Man Up. He's Joey Gray, and I'm Cedric D. And you are tuned into Bells and Bells podcast. You lucky devils. How are y'all this evening?
What's going on? Woo-wee. Y'all know we got a good one for y'all today.
Of course, man. Of course.
We always do. You know, we always give y'all the greatest entertainment here on Bells and Bells. What you got to say about that there, Joey?
Well, this is going to be an interesting time as y'all. You know what? Today I found out it's 2023.
Really?
There's some interesting things we're going to be commemorating and celebrating this year. I go ahead and roll that into Cedric.
Yeah. Look at the comment. Nostalgia from the video game music. Of course, man. Why? Because we're celebrating 30 years of Monday Night Raw. WWE is going to be doing their they're celebrating on they're celebrating on Monday for the 30th anniversary. So we're here at Bells and Bells. We're going to take a look back at some of the great moments over the last 30 years, man.
Oh man, I remember a lot of stuff with Monday Night Raw. Everybody knows what's going on, compadre.
Oh.
Everybody knows, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big WWE guy.
Really? I did not know that, man up. I did not know that.
How could you
Get
not
right out
know
of town.
that? I mean, hey.
He's right up there, but with the surprised Undertaker guy from WrestleMania. and that guy from the 80s with that always had the muscle shirts on, and he was like at every freaking WWF pay-per-view.
Oh God!
You don't know who I'm talking about? Come on,
No,
now. Every
I don't.
Coliseum tape got
No, I don't. But I'm sure Man Up though. I'm sure he knows.
We're talking about in the 80s.
Oh, never mind. The Man Up don't know then. Never mind.
How could I know?
So,
I was
yeah.
just born yesterday. How do y'all know? How can I not know? You know what I'm saying? I don't know these things. You know? Okay, I know Man Up is happy that Daddy is back home.
Huh?
Huh?
You're
Yes.
talking about Vince.
Oh man, come on, Vince. Come on now.
We're trying to do
Just-
something on a
I-
positive note here, Mr.
Oh man.
I'm just saying.
Man,
But
really?
yeah, but
All righty, guys. Let's go ahead and get into tonight's show. You know what I'm saying?
Facebook user from Canada, A.
hey,
Who is
30
that?
years of Monday Night Raw. 30 years. That's a long time to be on TV. Not too many shows last that long.
Well, I guess Cedric is waiting to go ahead and begin.
I know.
Yeah.
Y'all know I gotta harass Cedric. You know I gotta harass him.
I'm gonna slap the hell out of you. You hurry up and give me the damn command.
Go ahead and ring that bell, sir.
I'm sitting here. That bell is not light, sir.
I gotta give Cedric a hard time. He know it.
Hey guys, if you guys got memories of Monday Night Raw, make sure you drop it in them comments, guys. Whether you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook, make sure you drop the comments in there and let us know some of those Raw memories. We're gonna go ahead and get started with a memory. Man Up, I'm gonna give it to you first. Give me a epic moment from the last 30 years there, man.
Okay, I can give you a few, but I'm gonna start off with just this one for right now as we go.
Okay.
I'll give you some more, of course. But
Of course.
one of the great moments for me on Monday Night Raw was, we was talking about this before, and it's not really a segment or nothing not a segment. It's not really nothing special. I'm gonna start y'all off with something light, then I'm gonna go to something heavy. One of the great moments for me, Chris Jericho was in the ring. This was during the draft, of course. Chris Jericho was in the ring, and I forget his word for word, but he was like, "Let's go ahead and see who did Monday Night Raw. You know, who's the next person to get drafted to Monday Night Raw." Excuse me. It waited like maybe a good 10, 20, 30 seconds, whatever it was, and then with the Owen Hart tribute. Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to talk
Okay.
about that in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine too, but like I said, I'm gonna start y'all with something small before I get to the big ones. Then all of a sudden that music hit, and we all know who I'm talking about. The guy who I'm not gonna say invented the spinner, but was popular for the spinner belt. Mr. John Cena came out there. You know what I'm saying? It was a big deal because we all know John Cena at that time was the face of the WWE. Big long time guy on Friday Night SmackDown. That was an epic moment for Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
What do you think right there, Mr. Joey?
Well, I got to take you back in time, way back to the first year of Monday Night Raw.
Let's do that.
To me, now I won't go to the very first show yet, but to me, the first true epic moment of Monday Night Raw was, matter of fact, May 17th, 1993. The upset heard round the world. The Kid at the time, Sean Waltman, upsetting Razor Ramon with that moonsault off the top rope and getting the 1, 2, 3, turning him into the 1, 2, 3 Kid.
Now, what was that date again?
I had researched it, so it was May 17th, 1993.
Okay, all right. I'm going to piggyback on that. On that same show, we saw the first title change on Monday Night Raw when Marty Jannetty beat Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental title.
Wait, that was the same show?
That was the same show.
Hey.
So,
Yeah, it was.
Nice lead in there, Joe. And we ain't even playing that. Look at that.
No. Yeah, that was when Mr. Perfect was feuding with Shawn Michaels at the time, and I'll never forget that. Through the towel, through his Mr. Perfect towel in Shawn's face, and Marty got the roll up. The title.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Man.
So yeah. Nice talking there, Joey.
That was probably the first epic episode of Monday Night Raw. Definitely.
There's plenty. There's plenty.
We just getting started, guys. Because
if y'all look behind Mr. Cedric right there, y'all see those Monday Night Raw belts he got. Y'all see those belts. Come on, you got to move the hat, man. Come on, so everybody can see the belts now. Come on now. Oh, look at it. Oh, he's all in the way. Look at him. Yeah, those are all nice belts for Monday Night Raw. I got to give him props for that one.
That's right, man. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
Now, see,
acknowledge me.
Every time I try to be nice to this guy, y'all see what happens? Every time I try to be nice to him.
Because I don't want you for 1 second to think that your collection is ever better than mine, ever. So just.
Okay, we're gonna ask the people.
We are going to inspect the TV accuracy of those belts. Then we will let the belts and belts.
Oh man. Oh, I'm crying.
Well, that's the case.
I'm crying.
None of my belts are TV accurate. So.
Whose belts are the most TV accurate, and then and only then will they have all the bragging rights that no one else cares about.
Oh dear gosh.
That was a good one, Joey. We're gonna ask the people. If y'all think Cedric is better than me, something's wrong.
Maybe that'll be a poll in the coming weeks.
I can show Cedric all my belts now. He haven't seen them all.
All right,
we'll have to get out our magnifying glass.
Let's go ahead and get to this. What's one of your epics?
What is some of the of our community saying? Are they saying anything yet?
I think I was
when 1, 2, 3 kid. Yeah, definitely.
Who said that? Yeah, I can't see it. I guess I'm in the wrong group because we're in two groups. Hang on.
I was gonna make note that serious belt display was going hard. Yeah, hey, I appreciate that. See,
hey, don't pump Cedric's head up now. Don't pump his head.
Hey, it speaks for itself. It's just there.
Oh man!
Matthew Manning. Matthew said he was 6 years old when the when he became the 1, 2, 3 kid, talking about that being an awesome memory. And then, that was also him that said he was acknowledging
6 years
your
old.
collection.
Yeah. I was 6. That was 15 years old when that happened. So
come on, you gotta get up. Cedric, you gotta get up and move out the way. You gotta get up and move out the way.
Why?
So they can see the bells, man.
There you go.
All righty. There we go. Nice collection for Monday Night Raw belts.
Oh, Matthew, the reason he put up a thing, you can go ahead and put it up. He said he doesn't know why it's not showing his name because he's in the Bells and Belts group. But Cedric, do you have a good explanation of what to do to get it to show up the name?
All right. So what we'll do is you got to give StreamYard permission to use your profile picture whenever there's a StreamYard stream. That's what we use to bring you this broadcast. So what we'll do is we'll have those instructions. Next time we go live, we'll have we'll put the instructions on how to do that. It's real easy. It's real easy.
Yeah, it's a link you have to click.
But thank you for being part of the group, Matthew. We're so happy to have you.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Check us out on YouTube as well, please.
Yep.
Please.
On Facebook and on YouTube.
All
right, fellas.
I can give you another one too. Another retro one. A year after Monday Night Raw debuted in January of 1994, Marty Jannetty and the 1, 2, 3 Kid upset the Quebecers on Monday Night Raw for the WWF Tag Team titles.
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good
that
one.
was I remember that moment watching that live there too, because I remember Macho Man getting in the ring with him, bringing him the belts and stuff, and it was a huge upset. And man, you can say what you want about Jacques and Pierre, aka PCO. They those guys were
still
hot.
Wrestling, by the way. Still wrestling.
Still wrestling on Impact. Still just made his return on Hard to Kill. But yeah, talk about two legends right there, PCO and Jacques Rougeau. But going back then, the Quebecers were a hot heel tag team back then in WWE, and were dominant tag team champions. And they were actually going into the Royal Rumble to defend against Bret and Owen Hart, which led to the match with Bret and Owen at WrestleMania. But that kind of came out of nowhere because Quebecers were going into the Royal Rumble as the champions to defend, and they ended up winning them right back like days later. But it was just kind of one of those cool things you did not see coming at all.
Exactly.
Nice.
All right. So it's going back talking about title changes and title defenses. Do you all know what is the first title defense in Monday Night Raw history?
Wasn't it the Intercontinental Championship?
Yeah, the first title defense. Who was the champion?
Wasn't it Shawn Michaels?
It was. Who did he defend against?
I'm trying to remember. Top of my head.
All right, I ain't got time for you to It was on the very first Raw. Shawn Michaels defended against Max Moon. That was the first championship title defense in Raw history. So, that's quick tidbit. Oh, here's another fun fact. Joey, I'm sure you will appreciate this. Before Marty beat Shawn defended the Intercontinental title the 2 weeks prior to that. So he had two title defenses before he lost it. Wow. So 3 weeks in a row he defended the Intercontinental title. All right, so Mena, what we got there?
Facebook user on February 17, 1997, when the 8th wonder of the world, must be talking about China, made her Raw debut, she took Marlena like a rag doll. She took Marlena like a rag doll. It was freaking great.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is now, she actually did that at the Royal Rumble. It was I think it was Hunter and Goldust at the Royal Rumble. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna have to go back and look. But that's when China actually made her debut. Was there, and she did. That's when the first time she was like, yeah, she literally ran her like. She was flailing all over the doggone place. I mean, Marlena was like 95 pounds, if that.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, and China was freaking China. So
Yeah, duh. Eighth wonder of the world.
ninth. Well, ninth. Let's not get it twisted now. Ninth wonder of the world, because we know eighth is Andre. Let's go ahead and get that corrected first and foremost.
Okay.
All right.
Now go ahead.
All right. Joy, you did bring up about you did bring up about the tag team title change when the Kid and Mark Jannetty won the tag team titles.
Yep.
Did you know that the Quebecers beating the Steiners was the first tag team title change on Raw?
No, it did not. That's cool.
September 1993, but they won the titles by disqualification at that.
All right. Hey, quiz for our audience out there. Who remembers the Quebecers manager? Come on now.
In the comments, throw it in the comments. Throw it in the comments.
I know this guy remembers.
What's up, Jason?
I know he remembers.
Exactly.
Somebody
throw it in the comments. Yeah. Who was their manager? The Quebecers manager? That's a good one.
We can talk about something else while we're waiting. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Okay.
I finally remember that too. I love that.
Yes. Let's talk about that one.
Well, see, that was during the Monday Night Wars, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's your wheelhouse, man. Up.
I know. And that, to me, that was epic, man. Showing up with that tank, had X-Pac, Shawn Michaels,
Shawn wasn't on it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No.
I'm trying to think. Golly.
The new age outlaws, Triple H.
Yeah. Yeah. Road Dogg. I can't do the dance, but you know. They was talking to fans and whatnot as they roll up into Norfolk, man. It was freaking amazing. Johnny Polo. Good job, Chris. Awesome. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Johnny Polo. But yeah, man, freaking DX just rolled on. They rolled on.
Bischoff still says the biggest mistake he made was not just letting him in. Because then they would have been on his TV and he could have cut him off. Where they would have been on Raw. They would have just been on Nitro. And he wouldn't even have to pay him to be on there.
Oh boy.
That's a good one.
That's what he said for real.
I never heard.
Hey man,
that's a good one.
So yeah, man. So many freaking memories. Do we got? So, but yeah. Another one. The first WWF title defense of the WWE Championship. The first title defense. Bret Hart versus Fatu was the first WWF title defense on Raw. Nice. Just random stuff. Listen, I did a little bit of research. Just a little bit of research. You know,
Bret wrestled everybody. I can remember
Bret wrestled everybody.
Bret having some great matches with Double J, Jeff Jarrett on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
They tore it down. They always made magic together. That was a good thing. I'll take you back a year before the DX invasion, 1987, the ECW invasion. Oh,
talk to us about that one, sir.
That was a first look for a lot of WWE fans at ECW. That was the Eliminators appeared on there, and I can't remember every detail.
Right.
But the Eliminators appeared on there. Chris Candido, who had just been there the year before as Body Donna Skip, wrestled under his shoot name, Chris Candido, and probably I think that was the first time we saw Rob Van Dam on Monday Night Raw. Tommy Dreamer, Taz, amongst others.
It's Sabu too, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Sabu around that same time, and Van Dam both had appeared on Nitro as well, like right around that same time. That's where Rob got the Mr. Monday Night gimmick.
Oh man,
that was an important thing. A lot of people don't remember. It's the first time the Dudley Boys were on Raw. A lot of the ECW talent, and you had Jerry the King Lawler just pooping all over him the entire time on commentary.
Extreme crappy wrestling.
Yeah.
I remember that. What we got there, Joe? Man, what we got there?
The ECW invasion is for sure one of my favorites. I used to have to stay up until like 3 a.m. in secret as a kid to watch ECW. So it was crazy when they came on to
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, you stayed up that late. Wow. Hey, that's a fan.
Yeah.
I can't talk, man. I do the same. I was doing the same thing, man. I was too.
Hey, the ends that justify the means at that point, man. Because it's like if you didn't have cable, you watched wrestling whenever you freaking could, and so that was one of those things right there, man.
The ECW invasion was done to promote the ECW's first pay-per-view. So Vince was throwing him a bone to help him out, get some eyes on the pay-per-view, and it was. I'm 100% sure they were a lot more successful because of that.
It definitely wouldn't hurt.
No.
Definitely wouldn't hurt. Definitely wouldn't hurt.
What else you got there, Sid?
I got a whole lot. I'm just deciding which one I want to freaking use. Let's talk Stone Cold and Brian Pillman. Okay. I don't know if you all remember this or not. I'm sure you all did. But as you all know, Stone Cold and Brian Pillman, it went back a long way. Hollywood Bonds in WCW. I thought me watching, I thought it was translated to something WWE. No, Stone Cold attacked Brian Pillman. Pillman was coming up with injury. Stone Cold hit him in the ankle. Brian Pillman, excuse me, was at home recuperating. Brian Pillman was out there. Okay, with Austin 316 meets Pillman 9mm Glock. Let's see who wins. I'm like, on TV too.
Pillman was very believable.
Dude. I'm like, really? He like, I'm like, Then Austin broke in. So, Pillman was like this. Then it cut away. They were like, what happened? Dude,
they couldn't show that on TV, but they gave you the illusion.
No. It's one of those things that you weren't expecting. You weren't expecting nothing like that. Because I'm gonna put this into context, okay? We have this damn thing called the freaking internet, in which we have an idea as to what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So something like that happening in the mid '90s is like, really?
Not to mention, just talk about Pillman being believable. Like, it's a whole different industry now. Back then, like, they had you really into it. Austin and Pillman made you believe, even though they were best friends in real life, they had you believing that Pillman really wanted to kill him, was really going to mess him up. And they really that this had gone that far where Austin was coming, already messed up his ankle or whatever, with that chair thing. Or what happened? And then he's coming to invade his home. It's you can't compare it to nowadays, because nowadays the heels aren't heels. They're all signing autographs and stuff like that. Back then, Brian Pillman was not signing nobody's nothing. Like it just wasn't like that.
Man, see this. I'm finna get to this one here next, y'all. This comment right here. Yes, that was epic. That was also the Zamboni was epic.
Stone Cold was driving every damn thing he can get his damn hands on.
The cement truck as well, when he messed up Mr. McMahon's Corvette, I think it was.
Yeah, yes. Exactly.
Yes, there was even the blowing up the DX Express. Yes, Stone Cold, man. I think, had the most epic moments on Raw. We all know, I think it was WrestleMania 13 where he beat Shawn Michaels for the title, I think.
No,
I think 14.
It was 13. 14.
Okay.
14. Wait, what?
Hey,
Okay.
that's what I said. I think.
Hey,
And another epic moment to me personally, because it is my favorite title of all time, when Stone Cold received the blue block logo, Big Eagle. He just took it out of Vince McMahon, threw down the wing eagle at Vince's foot, and Vince acted like his foot was broke. So now hopping along the ring. Yes, kayfabe back then was a beautiful thing. It was. That to me was one epic moment as well.
Okay, all right, I can go with that.
I got one for you. What examples of good wrestling matches do you have on Raw? Let's we can talk about all the drama and stuff like that. What is an epic like match that you remember that really like told a good story? And this is for you out there too. Drop them into comments.
Okay. One good epic match for me. I gotta give one to it was Triple H and was that Shawn Michaels, I think. I'm trying to think of what year.
For the European title? Where
Shawn just laid down. Exactly.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was the European. But
no, that wasn't a good match.
No. That was a trick. That was a trick question. That was a trick question. Don't worry about it.
But I forget. But and to me, then another one also too. Was a CM Punk. I'm trying to think who was he wrestling at the time. He was the champion, and he had the spinner, of course. And damn, I'm trying to think who was he wrestling. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it was CM Punk, and he had a good match. I think so too as well.
I'll take you back to one of the very first Monday Night Raws. January 25th, 1993, Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair. And that was Ric Flair's last match in his original WWF run, where it was loser leaves the WWF or whatever. And
that's on my list right here. There it is, right there.
That was an epic match, and Flair, perfect example of Flair. When you leave the territory, you pass the torch back, and let's be honest, Kurt did a lot for Rick. In Rick's run there, Kurt put a lot of shine on Ric Flair's presentation and helped him be the WWF champion and everything. So it was nice to see him get it back, and it was a simple finish too. Flair put his head down, perfect, caught him, perfect plex, 1, 2, 3.
I will finna get ready to get into that too, Jason. That was going to be my next one. Well, Vince bought WCW. And it was an outdoor event, and what
the Nitro was,
and that's when they shut their doors and everything. Oh, just gonna get into that. That was a good epic, right there. And then also too, y'all touched base on this, the WCW invasion. I also remember when Booker T attacked Stone Cold and dropped Stone Cold on that announce table, and it kind of shattered like a bone or two in Stone Cold's lower back. And that put Stone Cold on the shelf, and Booker T thought he was going to get fired because you can't injure none of the top guys. So, and that to me was another good epic moment. That started the feud with Booker T and Stone Cold. I feel like Shawn Michaels, but Booker T and Stone Cold. That was also a good epic moment right there as well on Monday Night Raw. I want to piggyback on the WCW and the WWF that simulcast back in 2001. WWF was broadcasting on two different networks on that night. Two different networks. TNT. Were they still on USA or were they on whatever? Spike. What? All right. So whatever network they were on at the time. He just completed the purchase of WCW. He was there. I own WCW, my competition. Then Shane came up was like the contract is signed, and it does say McMahon.
but Shane McMahon. So that was a pretty cool moment right there. And some say that Vince buying WCW, yeah, that definitely had an effect on the wrestling business. Because for a while on the national front, WWF didn't really have a true competition. Then but it evolved to other promotions opening up, i.e., um, um, Total Nonstop Action, Ring of Honor, for instance.
Yeah.
Too bad they botched the entire invasion.
Dude. Okay. Yeah. All right. So if we can dive into that Joey, because with that invasion, whatnot, we will get there. We will get there. Man up, check messenger man up for me. Going back to that invasion, a lot of the big names weren't a part of that invasion. The Millionaires Club per se. A lot of those guys didn't come in till freaking later.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like we had a lot of their lower mid car guys, whatnot. They got their look on TV and whatnot, but it's like, and they try to give it a boost by having Stone Cold join the alliance, but it's like it was the main players there, Joe.
Well, and you bring Booker T in and everybody beats him.
Yeah.
How can he? He can't really be the star and the leader of the other side if Austin beat him, Rock beat him, Angle beat him. Just everybody beat him. It's like, well, now he's got nothing left. So
see, another thing with me with that botch invasion is, okay, Stone Cold joined them. Then later on, Kurt Angle joined them. And what Vince tried to do to get them to save it, I guess you could say, save the WWE, it was he brought The Rock back from suspension. And The Rock, they thought The Rock was going to join the invasion because he gave Vince a rock bottom, then gave Shane a rock bottom and said, I'm forever going to be WWE. Called him the B word. I ain't going to curse on here, but
of course.
Called him the B word and then rock bottomed him. So that just basically said he got back at Vince. That's why he rock bottomed him. And then he said, forget y'all, F y'all, the invasion. I'm forever WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that was another great epic moment right there too.
Exactly.
I mean, let's be honest too. When Vince did finally get his hands on the top WCW stars, what did he do with them?
Yeah.
Are you saying if DDP and Scott Steiner and some of those guys had been there when it kicked off, it would have been better? Because I'm going to give that a hard.
He
didn't do nothing with him when he got him.
But you do know when he bought them, their contracts, they was able to set out their contract because they actually,
of course,
signed with
Ted smart. I mean, the fact is, when he did get him, I'm just saying, separate from the invasion, but when he got Scott Steiner, he gave him, he dropped the ball on that real quick.
Yeah, he did.
That was all failed. Like, you can't put that on Scott. I'm sorry.
Oh no. But he
Scott
did
was
have
red hot coming in the company.
Yeah, and he did have a great match at the pay-per-view with Triple H for the World Championship. That was a good one, in my opinion.
Going back to that comment. Go back to that comment. Was it Mankind?
Oh yeah, Mick Foley. Yeah.
When the belt he did. Yeah. So that was back. Yeah. He won the title. Well, that was seen as kind of the freaking turning point because that was taped, but WCW was live, and that's when Tony Schiavone that's when they started giving the results of the show on Nitro, and that's when Tony Schiavone said, yeah, and and formerly Cactus Jack is going to win their world title. Yeah, that'll put butts in seats.
Yeah, I remember that. Now you said it.
And
brought my memory back.
Yeah, and folks actually turned to WWF to watch that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was definitely an epic point in the Monday Night Wars there.
Hey, here's something for you. You remember who the only person to ever appear on Raw and Nitro on the same night was?
Oh,
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Dang, he said it.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yep, basically wearing the same suit. He was wearing the same suit too.
Yeah. Without a beard on Nitro. Like it's like, okay, not only is he in two different places at once, but and appeared I think on ECW Hardcore TV later that night on cable, unlike on syndication. so technically, or maybe it was the next day, I don't remember, but it was all in close proximity, and he ended up being on all three. But but Raw and Nitro on the exact same night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was. I don't think I ever seen that before. Before that, I don't think I ever seen nothing like that before. That was amazing. Because before that, you seen Medusa, but it wasn't the same night. But leave Raw and go to WCW with the championship. But that wasn't the same night type of thing though. And to me, that was an epic thing. I mean, trying to stick it to Vince for whatever their reason.
It's not a Raw moment. So
I know. I know.
All right. But I'm gonna take it back to a Raw moment, and definitely a moment that put a lot of eyes on the freaking product. When a certain former world heavyweight boxing champion appeared on freaking Monday Night Raw, Iron Mike Tyson came out with Vince and everything. Then Stone Cold came out. Like
They had to surround the ring with bodyguards, and Stone Cold shoved him. I remember that.
Exactly.
I remember that.
Here we go. Tyson Austin.
You call yourself the baddest man on the planet.
You got your eyes locked on the world's toughest son of a. So yeah, that was on ESPN. Yeah. That was that level of huge. For WWE at the time, so that was huge, and that of course that whole thing was setting up WrestleMania 14 against Shawn Michaels for the title, in which Austin did have a hand in that little piece of business there.
That was awesome. That was awesome too, and that led into a great pay-per-view. Well, go ahead.
It did, but we're gonna go back a little bit. We're gonna take a look at the Austin McMahon feud. Somebody was in a hospital.
All I can hear is glong. But go ahead.
Yeah, that we got introduced to Mr. Sacco. We got introduced to Mr. Sacco. Balloons. They're like, then like, what about you, doctor? Oh, I'll take it from here, nurse. No.
She run up.
Also, Pablo. He was with that his fist with He was backpack doink.
Tell them about your all-time favorite moment when Mae Young gave birth to a hand.
Oh my God, sir. I thought I would have to talk about that one, sir.
That's my fondest moment of Monday Night Raw.
Sir, a hand, sir.
Allegedly, it was Mark Henry's.
Oh my gosh! Didn't that hand show up on Raw growing up?
Boy!
Dude! Oh my God! Like, you cannot make this stuff up. I'm telling you, it's crazy. What do we got out there in the comments, man?
Oh my God, he did not bring that up.
Yeah, he
brought up good stuff without the absolute crap. Absolute botch, the invasion angle. Yep.
Yes, indeed, man. It was. Hey, appreciate that.
Oh man,
that was good one. Yep.
Oh man, he didn't do too much.
But wait, so both divisions. Okay. All right. What are the moments that we have out there? Any?
Hold on. Raps and Rick Rude. Here you go. You were just talking about it right here, Cedric.
Yeah. Yeah, that bedpan. Yeah, definitely. Monday Night Raw after Montreal Screwjob was must-see TV. The dirt sheets were arguing over whether it was a work or a shoot, and everyone tuned in to see the fallout. Yes, and definitely, man. Definitely.
And it wasn't a work, because he left.
Wait, what?
Well, he said was it a work or a shoot?
Are we really going to get into that? Probably should.
Then if you remember, he wrote WCW on not wrote it, but did the air quotes with it.
He signed that contract a while back, though. Long time before that match happened, he signed that WCW contract.
He did.
So,
he was already leaving. That was a given.
Okay. Let's talk about some epic debuts and epic returns. And there's no better debut than when Chris Jericho came to WWF. That was freaking epic. They hyped that up, countdown to the millennium, and he was the Millennium Man. He came out, he cut up that epic promo against The Rock. Then they had their little bit of piece of business. That was an epic debut there. No.
Yeah, it actually was. I never forget that too. Because at first I didn't know who was finna cover Gary to come, because they had him like debuting for like what a couple of weeks, a month, or whatever. I forget exactly.
It was some months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I forget how long, but when he finally debuted, they did that screen, with the I don't know exactly what you call it graphic, but going all through the tunnels and all that crap.
Yeah. But the thing is that if you go back and you watch that, because again, this was before internet can spoil anything, but the music came on. As soon as his name came across the screen, that pop was huge. That pop he got was huge, and just epic, man. Just freaking epic.
It was. It was epic. If you can't, I gotta agree with you. I don't think you can get a better debut than that. I don't believe so.
Yeah. The only debut everybody loved more than that was when Ezekiel debuted on Raw after WrestleMania 38.
See, I didn't say it this time, and I know he's not the
no.
I know.
No, it's not.
I know.
Okay, because Joey is usually never wrong, but you are man up, so I have to use what I have. But so bear with me.
Aye.
Oh yeah, exactly. But I also not only want to talk about debut. Man, don't worry about it. You just being man up. Another epic return is when they announced the host for WrestleMania 27, and The Rock returned after 7 years. The roof went off of that place. I watched it today, and I still got goosebumps when this freaking music hit. He came out. That was a pretty amazing time, and that started the groundwork for the business that him and John Cena will be doing over the next 2 years. Yeah.
And matter of fact, I think it was either that Raw or the Raw after, something like that. That was the first time in history that they made a match a year in advance.
Yeah, after WrestleMania 27. That's correct.
Yep, that was the first time they ever did that. And,
well, they made it on air. They always used to plan them out a year.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah,
so, but the man had been known a year out. That was pretty cool. That's something to freaking build off of. All right, Joey. When Eric Bischoff showed up on Raw as the new Raw general manager, put that into context for me, please.
Oh, God. Why are you putting it on me? I don't think I ever watched it.
No. Here's a guy that's trying to put you out of business during the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah.
You put the company, you put WCW out of business, and you bringing in this guy to be the figurehead authority figure in your company. Eric Bischoff and Vince McMahon hugging it out, and Vince giving Eric a job. That's I would say that's freaking Eric, not Eric, freaking epic.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about it.
Joey doesn't care. Never mind.
I was watching Monday Night Raw at all during that time. So
I'll put it like this here. I remember JR's comment on this. I'll never forget that when he was on commentary. I'll never forget this.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
He said, I used to sit next to Vince and he used to wish death upon this man. I will never forget that when JR said that. It was like, what the? I'll be damned. I'll never forget. I used to sit right in here next to Vince and he used to wish death upon him. How can you bring him into this company?
Exactly.
Now, another epic debut. I just thought about this top of my head. I remember Triple H being in the ring talking to Vince. You know, this when Triple H and Vince had somewhat of a rivalry. And Triple H told Vince, don't you bring those guys here. They're nothing but a cancer. Do y'all know who I'm talking about?
NWO?
There you go.
They didn't debut on Raw. Even I know that. No. They debuted at No Way Out 02.
Mm-hmm.
But it all started on Monday Night Raw, though.
Did it?
But we're talking about Raw, man up.
Yeah.
I know.
And I ain't heard a damn person say one thing about the greatest superstar to ever debut on Raw.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Gilbert. Come on now. I know somebody in the comments is gonna tell me they love Gilbert. Come on.
He didn't say Goldberg.
Hey,
he said
listen here.
Gilbert.
You're gonna watch Raw 30 and bet Gilbert gonna be on there. So he's on every one of them damn things.
What the hell? Look at
November 17th, 1998, Gilbert won the WWF Light Heavyweight title. He had a death grip on that title for 453 days, but I don't remember him ever defending it.
You can't be next, but you can be first.
What the? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Why am I wrong? This is the kind of stuff that they did. I'm just giving them their props. Genius Raw writing staff. They didn't have Goldberg, so they made their own. And they tried again with Ryback.
Oh my god!
It didn't work either.
All right. Since we're talking botches, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and talk about Razor Ramon and Diesel. Let's go ahead and talk about that one as well.
Oh my god!
All right. Hey, you brought it up, so we're gonna freaking do this. Okay. Scott Hall, Kevin Nash are in WCW. WWF owned the intellectual property to Razor Ramon and Diesel. So what did they do? Glenn Jacobs is freaking Big Daddy Cool Diesel, and some other guy is Razor Ramon.
Yeah, Rick Titan, and they were the same height. It was
take that, WCW.
Well, they did all right.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They just threw that in the trash. They said they ain't worried about this.
Oh
my god, that was a good one, y'all. That was a good one. I remember that too.
Listen,
Walking down the ring. My favorite wrestler of all time walking down the damn ring, and one of those
Yeah.
failed gimmicks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all right, man. I mean, which gimmick was better, Big Diesel or Isaac Yankem DDS? Which one did you like better?
Isaac Yankem. If you're
Isaac Yankem.
If you're gonna give me those two, Isaac Yankem.
Isaac Yankem. Okay.
And no, Joey did not do the fart noise. I heard that.
We should do a whole episode on Raw botches, like WWE botches.
Oh man, we'll man, that would be a whole 2-3.
All right. Let's.
All right. We're coming close to the top of our. We're gonna let's go talk some more title changes. And one that I definitely want to highlight is Miz cashing in Money in the Bank on Randy Orton. One of the epic title changes in the last 30 years. If for not one reason is Miz winning the championship, but for man up, if you go and put that picture up there for me, yeah, that one right there, Angry Miz girl. She actually won a Slammy that year for this moment right here, because she shot that face when Miz won the championship. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Folks wasn't ready for him as WWE champion.
Nobody really was. Nobody was.
I'll tell you another good return, and this is something we talked about in private this week. Was back in 2005 when Shawn Michaels was leading up to the match with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, and they had already announced Marty Jannetty was going to wrestle Kurt Angle on SmackDown, but we ended up getting a Rocker reunion on Monday Night Raw, and Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty coming back together to defeat La Resistance on Monday Night Raw.
Nice.
That kind of came out of left field, and to me, those are the best returns and debuts are those ones that are surprises. So you can downplay Marty Jannetty all you want to, but I just thought it was kind of cool because no one saw it coming. So,
well, yeah. Okay.
I gotta agree with that. I really do, because I will admit I never thought I'd see them get back together, but
literally since like 1992, they hadn't wrestled a match as a tag team.
When he kicked them through that window, well, he threw him through the window. He super kicked him, but then picked him up and threw him through the window. But yeah,
right. Oh no, but Bobby Heenan said Marty jumped through it. I thought to escape the onslaught of Shawn Michaels. That's what Bobby the Brain said, right?
Yeah. Your eyes ain't can't.
That wasn't a Raw moment either, but I will say this, like, let's talk about the commentary changes, because remember when Monday Night Raw first debuted, it was like Vince, Bobby Heenan, and the Macho Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a little bit of everything. All right. They had a little bit of everybody that did commentary, especially that first year. Rob Bartlett, I don't know who that guy was. But he was
that was
he was on the first episode. Him, Macho Man, and Vince was at the table, and Bobby Heenan was trying to get in.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't think Bobby Heenan was on commentary. He was just exactly. Upset that he wasn't on commentary.
Exactly. So yeah, so he was trying to get in there. They had a cavalcade, a lot of folks. They had, it was crazy. Then eventually Bobby did make it to the table. Then and another moment is when Gorilla Monsoon kicked Bobby out of WWF, literally threw him on the street. So that was
WCW.
Exactly. Yeah, Bobby was apparently just take it easy, but then they WCW's light schedule and whatnot. He went to WCW, so
probably
definitely, and he regretted it. He did.
Yeah,
he regretted it. So
never heard that part with him regretting it. But okay.
And then of course we know about JR and the King, but then after that the announcers just seem to get more bland and generic.
Yeah.
After JR and the King.
Yeah, your boy Jonathan Coachman.
Oh God. Him wrestling is about as entertaining as Vince Russo wrestling.
What? Oh, come on. Really?
No, you're right. Vince probably had better matches. I'd rather see Vince Russo on Monday Nitro than watch Jonathan Coachman do anything.
All right.
Or what about that one guy they had that called Jeff Hardy Jeff Harvey?
Mike Adamle. That was a train wreck. That was a train wreck. Oh dear God, that was bad. That was bad.
Before we go, how about like title celebrations on Monday Night Raw?
Edge and Lita.
Oh my God.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
I wasn't thinking about them, but okay.
That one thing y'all haven't mentioned at all is the pipe bomb. How can you have an episode of Raw and not mention that?
That's what I was finna get at when I mentioned CM Punk earlier. I was finna get at the pipe bombs, but it kind of slipped my mind a little bit.
Man, it's a lot of freaking memories. I'm trying to get these in here because we're coming up on the time limit.
Oh no, he said Colt Cabana's name on TV. Yeah. Wow. Hey, people believe that though. Anyway.
Yeah. Lita and Trish for the WWF Women's title, first women's to main event, Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Back
in 2001. Lita damn near broke her doggone neck in that match, but still won the championship.
When she flew through the ropes. Yep.
Yeah, that's still hard to watch, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Because I remember that match because I was like, wow. These ladies are putting it on. I mean, we all know Trish and Lita can go. Don't get me wrong, but they were really putting it down. You know what I'm saying in the ring. And then when Lita did that suicide dive, high emphasis on suicide there. She. Whew. And Lita was known for having neck problems. That's one of the reasons why she retired, because of neck problems. Yet? But I never forget that suicide dive, man. That was.
All right. With that, I'm gonna bring up this one last memory. Then we're gonna get out of here. And man up, you will appreciate this one. Dang, I didn't bring that up either. Okay, two more things. First of all, Rock and Sock Connection. This is your life. Do you remember that, man up?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, so yeah, that one of the highest rated segments in Raw history. Mankind brought these actors and whatnot, representing his old coach, old teacher, old girlfriend. Very bad acting, but they went with it. It was freaking gold, man.
It was gold. He told that girl, you wouldn't get a rock no poutine pie. Get out of here. I remember that.
Can't say that in woke culture. I mean, cancel culture.
Oh, dude, bro, they got away with so much. Oh my gosh, yes.
That's one of the reasons why I loved back then, because you could say and do pretty much, you know. But anyway, whole nother topic. Go ahead.
And the last thing I wanted to bring up was right before WrestleMania 19. The Rock had the Rock concert on Raw. They were in Sacramento. Stone Cold was banned from the building or something like that. He was in the parking lot. Eric Bischoff had speakers put out there so we could hear the freaking concert. The Rock went in on Sacramento. He's like, oh God, that was freaking. I'm trying to remember. They're like, leaving Sacramento, I won't stay. They got some fat ass women, and the Rock's just gonna say no. They're like,
since you brought up a Rock concert, I gotta bring up one more. Then we're gonna get out of here.
Okay.
We're gonna get out of here.
Okay.
It was a segment between Chris Jericho and The Rock, and they was talking about this one individual. I'm talking
Stephanie McMahon.
There you go. You know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. And that filthy, dirty trash bag.
Well, one part of that segment, I should say, brought back some memories. Chris Jericho came out to the ring, and no, he didn't come to the ring. Stephanie was in the ring. Excuse me, I'm trying to remember this correctly. Stephanie was in the ring. Chris Jericho came out on the stage. There we go. And they said, put the camera on Stephanie. They did. Then they put a little bit older picture of Stephanie on Titantron.
Yeah.
Stephanie look a little different, don't she?
God.
I can't actually say what it is that they were talking about, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about.
Find it on YouTube. Just say it.
You can definitely find it on.
Oh man!
Well, we didn't get a chance to see what if anybody else has any comments.
Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. What did I stop at? This one right here.
Yeah,
that was back.
Yeah,
okay.
That was back. Let me take a look.
Okay. No, it was right here.
No.
I think it was right here.
That must have been Antonio Mendoza.
Yeah. So okay.
And this one for you, Cedric.
Yeah, basically, just saying. Actually, that could be more for Joey as well. You know, because Joey, yeah. George, this definitely has to be one of your top 5 favorite episodes. I would definitely say yes.
I think it's top 2.
I don't think. Hey, I'm just going to say this to you right now.
Yeah.
If anyone out there watching actually watches Raw on a weekly basis, I'd be seriously shocked. Because I don't think.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for tuning in this week on Bells and Bells, in which we looked at 30 years of Monday Night Raw. If you like what you saw, if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you hit subscribe as well, so you know that we're coming. Make sure you have the notification on, so you know that we're live. Enjoy. What else could they do for us?
I don't know. I was thinking of something bad, but yeah.
Oh, good God, sir!
I was like, sometimes after watching Monday Night Raw, you feel like you really did take it raw. Now I will.
Oh, God.
With that being said, yes, please like and subscribe, share. Please share it to whatever wrestling groups or wherever. Plug us, talk about us, whatever you want to do. Now, if I see my name on Reddit, I won't even get mad.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh
please join.
I'm just saying.
Please join, or else you know.
Oh my God!
Well, thank you for joining us. Thanks.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it. It was good participation. We always love it from the Facebook group and on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. With that said, we'll be back with another episode in which we're talking about. We're going to talk a little bit about Ring of Honor next week. There, Joe.
That's it. To top 10 Ring of Honor World Champ, our top 10 favorite Ring of Honor World Champions. And stay tuned, because we're going to have a special guest with us next week. So if you're not a part of the Facebook group, you need to get there, because we're going to be showing you who that special guest is coming up in the next couple of days.
Oh, yeah. So with that being said, everybody, I want to say thank y'all for joining us. Hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Remember, we're on Facebook and on YouTube, Bells and Bells. With that being said, shucking now, said you got the bells back there. You got the bells
and belts. Bells and bells.
Bells and bells. With that being said, well, man up, Joe and Cedric. We out. Y'all stay safe out there.